Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Moin. Why is OBS believing that this thing is getting plugged in different places anywhere? It doesn't. Fucking Windows. Again, hello. Jesus Christ. I'm not sure why it tells me, yeah, device not connected. It's never not connected. Bloody hell. Hope you lot have a nice evening. Jerry can't be with us tonight due to issues. Let me put down my music a wee bit. Yeah, because it hates me. That's probably the bestest reason ever. As some of you might have read on Piece of War over there, I had a severe case of fever last week, and Thursday, Friday was very bedridden, and now I'm better. Thankfully, my cameras are never swapped, Wonky Goblin. It's just the mic that's getting disconnected every second or third. Yeah, it's... Hello, Redverse. Demons up. The Wonky Goblin has boy Dutch. Very nice of you to join in. And yeah, it was an interesting 48 hours. Felt like a glow plug in a diesel engine. I usually don't tend to have fever of any higher degrees, but Tuesday went up in the 39 degrees range. I slept through it, most of it. Hence, no beer tonight, but some lovely steaming hot coffee. Nah, not brown lemonade. On Saturday was the birthday party of my daughter, and we had enough sugary drinks for a lifetime. No, coffee, just plain black, nice coffee. So, I hope you have some hobby prepared for yourselves. Have read up some news, watched maybe the just released video about who won what on the spring cleaning challenge from way back when. Some interesting projects in there. Yeah, but being not able to do hobby the whole weekend long somehow, yeah, makes I'm a bit of a trouble now. I'm not. What's this? I haven't finished or even started my Tower for Frostgrave for Thursday, so I might actually now need to resort to Pringles can and 2 old CDs as mounting points. We'll see. Is there Terrain Fest in October? I haven't heard anything. Jerry is on leave this week, so might be. Let's see if that happens. What happened the last few weeks is there's way too many small scale good looking miniatures coming around for game systems I would never playing, especially 10 mil orcs and skelly-bobs. I don't need them, but they look good. Which community competition did they drop out, Jill? What did I miss? Their Sprinkling Challenge, Terrain Fest, Dungeonalia, yeah. But I think Dungeonalia wasn't that much participation, was it? Yeah, Gonky Goblin, I know that feeling. I think that's one of the basic requirements of being in our hobby, always wanting the next shiny little demon. Good evening, Mr. Danley. It was the ugly stepchild. Are you talking about the competition or about Warren? Well, see, there's so much stuff you could do. October, obviously, then the train competition. Running up to Christmas, potentially there could be some kind of whatever Secret Santa stuff thingamajig. I guess if they have prizes, they can run them. But if they need half a year to tell us who won what, I'm not sure that's flying well. Yeah, Games Workshop hasn't done October for years now, but Bits of War Cromlech does. And they're doing great stuff this year again, from what I can tell. Yeah, Deadly, I think I'm on board with that suggestion. Two competitions that go 3 months each is ample enough, and still there's you can always shout out in the forum or in the project system your own competition and go, hey, who wants to have a challenge me at whatever. My biggest problem is actually still getting to clean all this crap out. No, Demon's Up, there have been reminders all through the year about Spring Clean Challenge and when the winners will be nominated. I'm really guessing there's some kind of we need to take some time to actually film this. I mean, the fact that only Ben and Jerry were presenting the awards or the winners, I feel is a telltale sign of, yeah, we don't have enough people. Oh, generally, I wouldn't be in the runner-up or anything at all. Hello, Crispin. Jill, I couldn't tell. I really could. If Ben or Jerry were ever to talk off camera, frank about who's doing what where, I might know, but from my standpoint out, I can only guess. And maybe you're right. Possibility could be. I think it's safe to say that Ben does a lot of the writing, and Jerry does a lot of the unboxing. John does a lot of the painting. And that's it. that's proof for those. Good evening, Toros. I'm not sure Warren is not interested. I seem to remember last time when he was on the show, he mentioned something about having anxiety about all these things, and maybe he's just burnt out on it. Don't know. Maybe he's simply feeling too old to keep up with the young crowd. I mean, there's Shay, who's bringing a lot of energy. Yeah, Joe, we see who's talking much, but then again, if I were to sit in a screening with those two, them being Ben and Jerry, I'm pretty sure those two would do most of the talking as well. Let's face it, there's nobody on the site or in the team that can hold a candle to what Jerry knows about the hobby. I mean, he probably has forgotten more about any hobby than I will ever know. I mean, where's Lloyd? Allegedly, he's doing the editing, so who knows? Every now and then we see them scrambling, and to be more, to further bring that point home, I still see Lloyd and the others post on Face page, except Warren. He's very low key currently. Lloyd is busy. Concrete doesn't try himself. Hello, Zorg. No, not in the pub. He had responsibility to take care of. I know he told me what it is. It's fine, and it's also his week off, so we'll just leave it at that. Someone keeps adding water to the concrete. Yeah, I mean, at this point, building Rome or getting pictures from inside of the shed are what will happen first. There's so many projects unfinished, and we don't get the conclusion to them. Oh, I don't think he'll be moving house that soon with all the work he put in there. You can't take that shed with you. Yes, Redverse, the Romans invented concrete that dries underwater. Also, Jill, you received the gold button for all your sorting of your hobby stuff, didn't you? Correct me if I'm wrong. I would like to ask you a question. You don't have to answer. How much did you spend on really useful boxes? Or did you already own those? Yeah, Toros, the event was really a big blow in the knee. Okay, so you didn't go, oh, I need all this to stuff into one corner and then go all hamstrung. I'm just asking because I really like these useful boxes, but being the weird person that I am, I probably would go absolutely mental, and that can get expensive fast. Because they're not easy to get by, sadly. At least not here, in those sizes I'd like to have them. Yeah, I get that. Plans are always nice to have until you start summarizing costs and calculating the total cost of ownership, and then you go. Yeah, so I even before I can start stuffing stuff into really useful boxes, I need to maybe try to get at least one more shelf in this room somehow. Oh, don't talk about my Wild Red Reverse. That's one is screaming constantly. Especially since the car needed a new bearing at front left and had that done last week. Yeah, that's an interesting way of sorting them, Wonky Goblin, but I'm more looking for storage of big terrain pieces, large boxes, and maybe keeping games together as a whole. Or reverse, you can always get these sorting things in large versions. There's a small electric shop in this town that has uh, a rotating shelf. That would be awesome to have. Oh, welcome, Meldroth. Yeah, terrain storage is really, I think, the biggest problem in my personal hobby. Miniatures you can get away most of the time, at least those I have with 10 centimeter high boxes and have a shitload of miniatures be put away. But terrain, various sizes, height, widths, and not always can you stack them. It's yeah, a paternoster display shelf. That's more or less like what they have in that electrician's shop, and they have. This is really cool. They have everything in these shelves is in these little sorting containers, and they have a list on where what part is, and then if they know you need a certain type fuse that has a 4-digit code, and he just pushes the 4-digit code into, presses go button, and the thing goes round and round until the box is in front of you. It's awesome. Well, Ewok Kebab, that's good if you have the space for building a hobby cabin. But for those unlucky sods that only have one room for their hobby and we need to make do, it's just limits. There's a literal hard limit. That's the ceiling and the walls. Oh, and anyone guess what happened to last week's video? Yet it got flagged because of the music I shared. Fucking internet. Have there any been Have there been any interesting gaming news this week? I feel we have a very, very slow news cycle currently. Let me take a peek again to refresh my memory. Hello, Mrs. News site. Let's see. Weird Games Workshop stuff. 50 mil, 80 mil. Does not interest any bloody one. More Games Workshop stuff. Tiny Judge Red and 15. Yeah, nothing really to write home about, I feel. Your mileage may vary. Everybody's in shock coming back from summer, potentially. Dreadwolves, I'm pretty sure that's part of the problem. People are spooling releases. Oh, and I think Autoros still doesn't have his Warpath. Sorry to hear that. Let me just check when's Spiel. I think that's due next few weeks somehow. End of October. So potentially end of October will be starting a very horrible news cycle. King of War 4th edition. Did you just say that to annoy people, or is that a thing? Dave is doing Forge Fathers. Hello, Dave. Kangs of War. I actually am completely out of the loop with any game I'm not actively playing. And I'm not even on the pulse of games I do play, so Toros doesn't like King of War rules. Can't say anything about that, I think. Wonky Goblin is working on the cover art for Spores. Any particular reason why you asked me about the weird... what was it called again? Video Ninja thingamajig? Are you trying to implement that for your streams? Playing with a chess clock? Oh, that sounds terrible. But then again, many games sound terrible to me, but because I'm a very special person. Oh, I'm pretty sure, Toros, that Jerry knows who likes Kings of War and who doesn't. Well, the easiest way, Wonky, would be to just have a normal discussion about your game on Discord and have a screen recording running on my end. That's usually how I do it. It's convenient. It works most of the time. People who play casual games with clocks, have they lost grip on life? I mean, yeah, clocks on tournament do make kind of sense because you have a limited time. And if people are just wasting time to deny you your move, that's cheating in my book. But then again, last tournament I've been to is way back when. I mean, if you're playing any game and there's a time limit involved of any kind, um, and you realize your opponent is just doing stuff to annoy you, that's the last time I've played with someone. How many of you actually go play tournaments? I've been to the last tournament ages ago for Star Wars Legion event. I'm not sure even if that was pre-COVID or post-COVID. I couldn't tell you. I think it was pre-COVID, to be fair. Never been to a tournament or never taken part in one, Jill? Meldroth doesn't play anymore. Taurus played in one 35 years ago. And Dan Lee hasn't since the kids were born. Well, not playing a tournament is a thing I can totally understand. If there's a tournament near you of a game you like, and you have the time, I'd suggest just go have a look. It's interesting to see what people come up with. But if not, then that's fine. And yes, you need time for tournament play, more so than for casual play. Dave, you only have to paint your army if that's part of the tournament description. There's actually tournaments allowing to play with primed or grey plastic. Okay, Jill, then that's totally fine. And I'm not suggesting you watch a complete game with anybody else, but just look at their miniatures, their paint jobs, the basing, the terrain. It's interesting to look at. Yeah, Redverse, that's sadly true. So far, the games I played and tournaments were Legion and X-Wing, and those were very nice. Way back when, sometimes early 2000s, I played in a tournament for 40k, and yeah, this was so mid. Most were fine, but some were real assholes. You decided to go to hospital. Did you really decide, or did fate decide for you? I hope you're feeling better now. Well, Danley, I think if everybody's trying to lose game one, that's already going the wrong way. You went yellow? Jeebus Christ. I really hope you're better now. I feel any kind of sickness that starts turning your skin a different color than it's normally is not a good thing. But as we were on the subject of one-page rules, any of you lot interested in the upcoming game found thingamajig they do with the starter set? I'm really not too keen on it, to be brutally honest. I really don't like the lizard people or the robot people. That's just feels boring. Yeah, that's my take on it, Wonky Goblin. I feel they for me that's the absolute wrong faction. But then again, I see, or I guess why they do it is just to not be poster boys, like Speckle Marines versus anything. Oh, my mouse just went dark. Hello, mouse. You still there? Ah, still alive. Trump isn't where you turn orange after eating too many. What's it? Oh, would you look at that? Already gone. Let's have another. Any of you having a lovely beverage? It's the sugary stuff for the Wonky Goblin. Mojito mix. Ugh. Cocktail from a bottle, you heathen. Maldroth is still working. Dave might grab a cider shortly. Yeah, Sunny D scare when all the kids were turning funny colors after drinking too much of it. A Demon Sub has just finished his cup of tea. I find it more interesting when people drink too much of any weird colored drinks and then they go to piss and wonder why their piss looks all weird. Good night, Dutch. Enjoy your new PC and don't ruin it. PCs are expensive. I should know. Like eating too much beetroot. Yep. And that's how you know you had too much sweet stuff over the weekend. You really start to crave weird stuff that's not sweet. I now I need to check if my vocabulary is correct. Hold on. Translator, do work. Doesn't work tonight. Yeah. Oh, so I like beetroot when it's pickled. Very much so. just colors the fucking hell out of everything. Mmm. No, pickled stuff is nice. Unless I do misunderstand the concept of pickled in this context. But I don't think I do. I don't think that's correct. Where's my... Nope, that's correct. I like pickled. Yeah, vinegar is fine. Why do you not like pickled stuff? Pickled stuff is awesome. Like little, like it, what's it called? Little pickled cucumbers. You don't like vinegar. I love salt and vinegar crisps. Oh, sauerkraut is lovely. Together with some mashed potatoes and a big piece of meat and sauce. And oh. But I'm talking to an audience who likes things that are called spotted dick and blood pudding and black pudding or whatever. It's fine. You eat what you want. Food has two jobs: sustain your body and make you happy. Well, haggis is a thing I can't tell anything about. I've never tried it, but according to the ingredients list, I'm not really... Yeah, I don't think I want. Maldorf, I'm American and we just deep fry everything. Well, so do the Brits. I mean, I get when as a child you were forced to eat certain things and you now as an adult you just can't stand them anymore. Absolutely with you on that. Hello, Thrax. Pea pudding. Well, haggis is lovely if you don't think about what it is, Redverse. I think the same goes for most things that are processed meat, like sausages and any kind of... It's not for nothing that people say you don't want to know how the sausage is made. Cheesecake is a nice thing, yes. And also, sometimes it's not the dish or the ingredient that's horrible, but the way some people are choosing to prepare things. Example: vegetables. Some people really love their vegetables when they're boiled to death. I don't. I like them fresh. They must be still crunchy. What the frell is Angel Delight? Is that anything I should be worried about, Taurus? Do I really want to know? Ancient Delight is a heavy mix of chemicals and additives. Okay. So some kind of very artificial dessert. I'm just trying to educate myself now. You talk to monk yourself. Ah, I see. Yes. There's something similar we have here, so I'm guessing I know where you're going. Nothing natural has ever been near Angel Delight. Yeah, we've got something similar here, which is also just a fruity flavored powder you mix in with. Oh god, my English is failing me tonight completely. Hold on a sec. What's it called? Uh, curd, or as we say, quark. And just stir it, leave it in the fridge for a few minutes, and then you've got yourself a dessert. Ancient Delight, sugar goo fed to kids at birthday parties, then they go berserk on sugar and puke. Hello, Nomad. Thanks for the very appropriate description. Will give you acute good poisoning. Yeah, I think that's more accurate than food poisoning, Jonas. No, it's not a cheese. It's a dairy product, but it's in between. It's milk on its way to become cheese, basically, more or less, but without the additives you need to actually become cheese. On its own, it's a bit sour. Allegedly, it's very healthy. Has a lot of calcium. Yes, Quark was also a Ferengi on the bar on DS9, which is a very nice joke for German viewers. And when we say to someone, "Du redest Quark," you're talking bollocks. No, not lumpy off milk demon sub. It's oh, obviously it's something that's not very much known outside of this country for some odd reason. It goes in the direction of yogurt. Think of it as yogurt, but with a different taste. How about that? How did this hobby hangout become a food talking point? Jill, that's the question I'm asking myself every day on multiple occasions. I don't know what poutine is in Canada, Dave, so I can't tell you. It started with yellow skin. I'm not sure if that actually is. Well, to agree, it's technically correct, so. Dave, don't be sorry. This is all fine. We're having fun here. As long as I'm staring at the screen, I'm not looking at the mess around me. And you know how bad it is? It's so bad that I was actually contemplating about doing cleanup while you are in chat, just for whatever reason. But then again, you wouldn't be seeing anything because it's all happening down there, mostly. Is that enough? I don't know. I don't think so. UK Food Expo next year. Oh, here's a project idea. Do miniature-sized version of your favorite dish. Prep a table with some miniatures and a dish, and let people guess what it is. We'll do the British Bake Off in 28 mil. Is it cake? Cake? Biscuits? Cookies? Pie? I really don't care for those distinctions. Jeebus Christ, what's happening tonight? As long as it's tasty, I want it. Dave says he remembers his first White Dwarf. Someone baked a castle cake for their son's birthday. Speaking of castle, Crispin, where's the castle? Crispin, you are still a castle. You need a castle finished. And what happened to your Billion Suns tiny fighter project? Crispin. Oh, and by the way, while I'm shouting over the pond, yeah, that's even the correct right. So this way is the US. Horatio Nosblower, congratulations, well done on winning that first prize for terrain. For Spring Clean Challenge. Bloody hell, what am I saying? Are you sure the White Wolf you bought wasn't Woman's Digest? I can't remember any White Wolf having people baking stuff in them, but then again, I have collected them for a long time. Oh, sorry, Adverse. Sorry for the spoiler. Out was a reader's letter. Those are always good for a laugh. Oh, now I need. I think what I forgot to do. I wanted to watch the video Ben did on his channel on the Sharp model that he was so happy about to have. Yes, Taurus, that's very true. So didn't I. But I could be, because I don't think I took part in this year's sprinkling challenge. Oh yes, Redverse, it's 40 minutes well worth your time. Yeah, I get that, Dave. The road to hobby hell is paved with a lot of unopened boxes and good intentions. And I'm not even the worst offender, I feel. I'm pretty sure there's people who have lots more stuff. In fact, I know there's people having lots more stuff. Every time I see someone having a big YouTube channel doing a I clean my hobby space, and then they start out to dig boxes upon boxes of never opened stuff with a dollar value that's beyond insane. Well, the idea will live with you, Taurus, and maybe you do it for yourself at some point in the future. That's the nice thing about ideas. They live rent-free in your brain until you forget them. Same, Jill, same, but lucky me, my best ideas come to me when I'm driving to work or coming from work and I have no way of taking notes, so I have forgotten most of them when I'm back at home or in the office. Coffee time! Okay, to be fair, sometimes I have very good ideas when I'm in the shower, but I have not anything there to take notes. Well, if that ever happens to me, that my brain starts to just bite itself to death on one idea, I usually tend to start taking notes on what is needed to be done, and at a certain threshold above work, it just goes, maybe not. I feel my projects need to be yay big and not much bigger. That this big I can handle. Good night, Demon Self. So my Brock is on the it's getting tricky, and anything bigger is... Do I really want to finish this? Let's see, did I have the notes? Oh, my notes, yes. Let me see again. Maybe. Maybe not. Yeah, I'm still toying with these cutoffs I've left over for the potential bell tower I need for Thursday. But I feel they have a wee bit wide diameter. So leaving the food blog behind, hopefully. Is there anything that's still appearing in this year, in the last quarter of 2025, that you are looking for to get your grubby little hands on? Myself, I'm waiting for my orders on the new cards for Star Wars Legion 2nd Edition. And depending on when those come, I might even jump on 1 or 2 boxes of the new starter sets just for completeness sake and having more. But I think that's about it, what I'm going to get myself in terms of miniatures and stuff. So Jill's looking forward to Epic Warpath. Yeah, focus on what you own is, in general, I feel a very good good thing, good mindset to have. And since you just did your rearrangement and have a valid current overview on what you have, I feel this will make life much more easier for you. Maybe you should also add some bright buttons on those boxes where things need to be painted. Redverse is having a strange urge to try World War II naval. Huh. Dave is looking for cheap X-Wing minis for Void Fighter. I feel your best bet might be looking for leftover stock of the core boxes. I'm guessing some stores will still have some of those somewhere in the back, since those also were distributed through ordinary toy stores and not just hobbyist stores. Jill has a spreadsheet. See, this is... I've seen this multiple times, that people have actually spreadsheets about their hobby stuff. And the sheer thought of me trying to start to have a grasp on what there is, I'm having nightmares. I wouldn't know where to start. Oh, Dave, I'm pretty sure there will be more to be had at some point in the future. You lot all have spreadsheets. What is wrong with me? Yes, Dave. You start with cell A1. There's nothing in life that can't be solved with a good spreadsheet. My biggest problem is when I start cleaning up stuff, the initial cleanup needs twice as much space as I have currently occupied just to get a overview of what needs to be done. And yeah, if you like situations like these now arise and I've waited too long to reorganize, I don't know where to start and where to put stuff. And with the cats, I can't even leave the door open to put it in the what do you call it, the hallway, because then the cats will go in and have a field day, and this is a nightmare. Maybe I should just use a weekend and get the things that are boxed up just into the bedroom and try different things. Drug the cats for a day. I feel my wife and daughter wouldn't take too kindly to that. My mug is empty. Yeah, Jill, I absolutely get that. And I wish I could just go and buy a ton. Maybe I should make those a thing on my wish list for Christmas and just spread them through the family and go, here, this is a list of boxes I need. Well, Danley, and a cat repellent in my room wouldn't help me much for the stuff that needs to go into the floor, the hallway just outside the room where to park my stuff to have space to move. Don't do spreadsheets and drink. What could possibly go wrong? Nothing, since now AI is doing your spreadsheets as well. Oh, don't underestimate cats. If they really want to get in somewhere, they do manage to open stuff up. Well, Dave, then you might want to look at Microsoft's recent offering about Microsoft Excel. It comes with AI. I just can't. No, please. Oh, Taurus, yeah, believe me, the alternative is very scary. It's like that one episode of Love, Death, Robots where the cats have developed thumbs and are now taking over. Yeah, Danley, I get that. the worst worst part of it all is people writing summaries or bullet point lists of stuff they want to talk about. Then they tell AI, make me a text. Then they copy this text, send it via email to someone who then in turn does tell AI, give me just bullet points. I just hope this bubble bursts sooner than later. It has its uses. It definitely has, but it's not what the ad department is making it look to be. Oh, a funny thing. Today I read somebody talking about human resources being smug in at their job because they are now allowed to use AI, only to be very depressed a week later because they were let go because AI is now doing their job. What? Dave, it's not the 40K, only the 40K universe that rejects AI. I feel that there are multiple science fiction versions where thinking machines are not allowed. See Dune. And I think there hasn't been any science fiction so far where the AI hasn't just run us over. Oh, that's not true. Where, what was it called again? Was it AI the movie with the kid being the artificial life form that in the end then drowned and froze until the robots thawed him up again? I think that's the only thing I can imagine now or can remember where artificial intelligence didn't wipe out human civilization. Yeah, technology is scary. Star Trek is pro AI, but it never leaves it really running. It's look at Next Generation. Data is the only really thinking artificial intelligence. The tech humans have invented is smart computers, but not intelligent. They don't think, they only react. It never comes to the conclusion humans are bad, we must kill them all. Oh, while we're on the subject of books, Redverse, hold on a sec. There's a book I just ordered because the premise read very interesting. If I now could only remember the title. Hold on a second. My ordering history. What was the original title? Bloody hell. Legends and Lattes. Anybody of you ever heard of that? Legends and Lattes? Letting AI running freely is how you end up with ancient Eli. Is it, Jill? I think Emma on Discord recommended it to someone, and I just looked at it and read the cover text and thought it would be funny, and now I've ordered the first 2 episodes. I haven't heard of it up until end of last week. So ordered those. They are on their way, and me and my daughter are very much looking forward to reading about a grumpy old orc being in more or less retirement mode. As far as I understand it. No spoilers. Spoilers will get you banned. Oh, day. Why you do this to me? My brain hurts. My head explodes. Did you order that with espresso delivery? No, I didn't. Oh, so, what's the other one called? Books and Thingamajig? Books and Barbarians? Bookshop Bone Dust? Which one is which? So the German title for the second is Books and Barbarians, but Bookshops and Bone Dust, I'm guessing, is the second one then? So we might be reading the second one first, just to have a continuous flow. Or not. Let's see how it works out. No, I don't think the orc was called Jerry. Pretty sure it's not. It was Viv, the Orc Warriors. And I think it's not only a lady orc, it's also a lady orc with special sexual interests. Murderbot novellas. So you're preparing for the AI apocalypse. Very wise. Coffee gone. Dear people of the internet, my coffee is empty. And while we're on the subject of wise, I think it's wise for me to have an early night. Murderbot is a comfort read for Jill, so I must take a mental note to see if those are available easily. I will see you again next week. Pretty excited for whatever happens this weekend over at OTT without Jerry. It's going to be great. You do your hobby and enjoy hobby. I'm going to drop to bed now. It's I'm hungry. I don't know why, but I'm hungry. You know where the door is. Don't let it hit you. Don't let the door hit you on your bum on your way out. Thanks for being here. See you next week. Goodbye. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss.